The universe called and said you need a message, so let's see what you need to know or hear right now. Right before recording, I was hearing the song Just Around the River Bend from Pocahontas. Willow trees also may be significant for this collective as well, but that song is really giving me this energy of you are just around the river bend from a dream come true, from a turn in your luck even. But there is something here about maybe some resistance, maybe feeling like you're going against the current in some ways. For some of you, this is also like you being met with the choice of continuing forward to go just around the river bend or staying comfortable with where you've been, what you know. Okay, so we have 5 of Pentacles. And then 3 of Cups, the High Priestess, 6 of Swords, and 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, so there is this feeling of lack, wanting for more, trying to climb up into this new beginning, this new timeline that you've probably been sensing and just still not seeing in your physical reality. But there is something that is about to pour down onto you. I feel like with this 3 of Cups in particular as well, like this is a card about celebrations, soul connections, soul family. I feel like there is something that is going to be poured in from the divine that not only you will get to celebrate for yourself, but you'll be doing this with other people, bringing other people along with you is kind of what I feel, the people who are closest to you or that you want to support, even like community. But there is a door being unlocked here. You are being given some sort of further insight into your path, into your direction. And it feels like there has been something that has been veiled to you up until this point where it is starting to unlock. You're starting to see clearer about where you're being led, what you're being called towards. But again, there is that little bit of resistance because this might feel very unknown. It still might feel a little bit scary to go through this doorway. You can't quite see where this is going to end up, but there is guidance here to start following that direction because that's what's going to bring you out of this difficulty. This is what's going to give you a ladder up in your reality, from moving away again from just your comforts, from the struggles that you've been enduring repetitively, being able to move away from that chaos into something calmer, move yourself up, elevate yourself along with, again, like your family or friends, if that is important to you. But you're falling into abundance that feels like something that you directly are responsible for. This is a direct action, a direct result of the actions that you've been putting in, you getting to finally reap the rewards of all of the work. But there is, again, this temptation coming through here of staying the same, staying stuck, staying comfortable, falling back on past patterns, falling back on past beliefs, and also a resistance to accepting just what is, accepting what your situation is right now is really important for you, because in order to see and cultivate changes in our lives, we also have to be very honest in accepting what is our current situation and start making the necessary changes that we have control over now so that we can really start to implement or integrate this new timeline that is trying to get started here. So yeah, something about acceptance, accepting yourself, accepting your situation. Like I do feel this kind of, the example that's coming through is like, you know, let's say you've been struggling financially, you've been just barely getting by, and then you finally decide enough is enough. I'm going to go after what I want. And you start, you know, starting a new project, or you start manifesting wealth, you start manifesting changes in your life, and you start seeing that come through. This is what's leading you to major success, public recognition if that is something that you're looking for, but just victory over a certain endeavor, a certain challenge that you have been facing for quite a long time. It feels like this has been something generational even. And I'm also feeling too, there is, with this resistance, like going against the current, I feel like there is something here about you maybe wanting to ensure that what you do next is accepted by the people in your circle, like your family, your friends. And I do feel this kind of call to help you push through that, to release any expectations from anybody else, do what your soul is calling you towards, continue down that path, know that nobody knows exactly what you're meant to do besides yourself. So if there are opinions that are surrounding you at this time, take any advice or criticism or, ways to improve if that aligns, but continue pushing forward. Don't allow these expectations of other people to cloud your judgment in moving forward and going just around the river bend, seeing what else is available to you, opening your eyes to the possibilities of something that maybe your whole life you never thought was within reach. Okay. So, the Queen of Swords as well here, it's like, be really discerning with your energy, with who you're letting in right now, into your ideas, into what you, again, feel called towards to start making your own money, your own success. Okay, yeah, strength. Staying resilient, knowing that the seeds you've planted are going to bear fruit, and that you're ready to receive now. You're ready to receive and birth a new creation. For some of you, this is like really a call for starting that project, doing that thing, start putting pen to paper, start getting out of your own way when it comes to your potential and what you're capable of, getting more strict with your time management, perhaps, if that is something that you struggle with. Yeah, it's like, what can you do now to really start cultivating this turn of luck? Because it's coming. It is coming regardless. But I do feel like you're just being asked to not fall back now because you're so close to coming around the corner. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you're going to be gifted something by the divine that feels like a reward for all of the work you've been putting in. Okay, King of Pentacles, Four of Wands, and the Lovers. Yeah, something that's manifesting finally in your reality that's going to make you feel very abundant. There's going to be increases when it comes to your financial stability, your structures, your relationships as well. But there is, again, you having to get out of your own way, you allowing this to take place as well. Again, accepting, surrendering to what is, but then still putting in the action and making the choices out of a place of self-love. Like, what can you do that is going to show yourself that you are worthy, that is going to show yourself that you are deserving of these blessings? What can you do today that's going to bring that in, but in a way that still feels restful, that doesn't feel, that doesn't burn you out? Because the Four of Wands as well is like a manifestation come true card. It's a 1111, make a wish, but this particular one really shows this kind of rest. Maybe peace is all you're asking for. You just want peace, you just want relief. But I feel like you are the one who is going to really initiate those changes by going against the grain, flowing with the current of the universe, not the current of other people's opinions or what you've been brought up on or what you think is normal, or, again, just kind of getting out of your way with what's possible here. Knowing that there's more than enough abundance to go around, that you're able to receive this, and that you are a co-creator with the universe, that you can literally birth new creations, whatever it is that you're asking for and whatever you feel lacking in, whether that is finances, your career, your relationships. This can turn at any moment. You can be poured into by the divine. These both have kind of this rain coming down as well. The divine wants to pour into you. I think it's up to you to just open up and receive and stop resisting. Just go with the flow. Know that you're protected. Know that by choosing yourself and listening to your heart's calls and desires, that's going to lead you to this massive abundance and reciprocation. Sending you so much love.